this is the long list of injuries they had. On the bench, they had Nathan Ake.
I love that you've come to the bench.
Nathan Ake, Jeremy Doku, Omar Mamouche, Samba. Okay, let me take James Trafford out. He's a goalkeeper. So there's Noble, Mukasa, Mfuni, Gray.
So Ba, Ake, Doku, and Mamouche, they didn't have quality on the bench. That is the point.
Yeah.
That is the point. I think he still had enough to beat Bodo Glimt. I saw the way he set up against Man United. There's this centre back you guys have, Leo Sadeng.
Alain.
It's not good. You should stop playing football.
Oh, but this same guy. Oh, no.
How old is he, first of all? Let's
20. Hey, they were only 20th. 20.
See, even if it's good, even if it's good, he needs a lot. Even if it's good, he needs a lot of preparation. Look, even if he's good, he needs a lot of preparation for the big stage. Nami, in the game against Man United, did you see the first half? Where your man had Ake, decided to play Ake. You see, at halftime, he changed it.
All jokes aside, okay.
At halftime, he changed it. Because I thought it would be so basic that if he had O'Reilly and he had Ake and he had his centre backs out, he would put Ake at centre back, which is his natural position, to lead the back line with Kusanov and play an original left back. No, Guardiola decided to put Ake at left back and play two teenagers or kids as two centre backs in front of Man United. What a disrespect! And in the first half, every single boy, the Allen boy gave away. But the Man City players like Foden and everybody was raising their hands and looking at him and like, what are you doing? Because it's clear that the boy is not ready. When you have Ake available and he's your only centre back with experience, you make him lead the back line. And at halftime, he changed it because he realized he made a mistake. The Man City situation sometimes is tough and dicey. Sometimes he has injuries here and there. But this City team should be able to go and play against Bodo Glimt and beat them.
At least
what are you saying?
Okay.
What are you saying?
Okay, I mean, on that point, let me drag you back on that point a bit. When you look at the Bodo Glimt team, and if you watch the game, all they did was to identify that this was a very weak Manchester City defensive unit.
Yes.
They rushed them, they forced them into making errors, and that's how they play. If you followed Bodo, they are a team of goals. So when they are losing, it's heavy. 6-1, 5-1, 7-1. And when they are drawing, it's 3-3. So they didn't care about what Man City had to offer in attack. They were concerned with the defense. And like you said, I'm sure they must have seen the Man United game. So the game plan was just to prevent City from playing out from the back, taking advantage of the weakness in the team, which is the defensive unit, the centre backs. That's basically where it was. And look at the goals.
I mean, your defense starts from your attack as any team. True or false? True.
Yeah.
When you have Jeremy Doku available on a Champions League night, and you know your team is struggling, you have key players out, you don't put him on the bench.
But he played Cheki, Foden, and Haaland. As we saw three.
No.
I mean, on hindsight, listen, on hindsight, it's easy for you to say he should have played Doku. But on fair assessment, if you are seeing the lineup, Ryan Cheki on the left, Foden on the right, Erling Haaland in the middle,
it is not a perfect
would you have complained?
I would have complained. Why? Because what was the last time Cheki started a game for City? In all the games he's played for City this season, how many games have he started on the left? Cheki. You're the City fan. Tell me.
On the right.
Always on the right. No. I'm establishing a point. I'm establishing a point.
You
don't do on paper.
Left now,
exactly. That's my point. No, I put him there.
That's a 10. That matters.
He was not on the left.
It's not about he playing as a 10.
Tijani Reinders was even more on the left.
See, exactly. It's about width. It's about width, and in high intensity games away from home in the Champions League, you need pace, you need width, you need energy. And it's proving this season.
I agree with
it's proving this season by the numbers. It's proving this season
I don't fully
by the numbers that when Haaland plays or starts with Doku, the output is higher than when he starts with any other winger. True or false?
Who's Man City playing over the weekend?
I think Bournemouth Wolves.
Wolves. They play Wolves.
You have Bodo Glimt, you have Wolves. Look at the way Wolves look, and you have a thin squad. So maybe we have to consider the fact that Pep Guardiola was saying, let me not push everything. It's Bodo Glimt. Let me not push everything.
And so it backfired.
I'm chasing Arsenal.
Sorry, but on any good day, with the City lineup, they should be able to score.
Good. Yes. That's my point. My point is that there's something about Guardiola in the media that I don't like. To me, nobody loves Barcelona more than me. Nobody loves Guardiola more than me. But I feel like when City or any Guardiola team does well, they praise Guardiola so much. But when his team go bad, they say it's the players. The accountability has to come up. It's about time. This
and
guy,
especially, you are not being fair to Mourinho. I swear.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not being. Yeah.
No, let's be very honest.
Watch Pep's body language. Ejuma na fno.
Sometimes I know they sit up, but actually nobody will talk anything. There will be no article. There will be no big meeting about it. There will be nothing from the Sky Sports legends or Man United legends or Sky Sports pundits or whatever deep about Pep Guardiola. There are times where he gets it wrong, and it's on him, the manager. And then everybody's like, oh, you know what? The City players are not good. This guy last season, I said it. This guy last season found himself struggling in 12-13 games.
They said Rodri.
No, not even about that. 12-13 games. He had 2 wins and he had 1 or 2 draws and he lost about 7 or 8 games.
More than.
Yeah, there was a period of about 14 games. The City had about 9 losses, and Pep would be scratching his head so bad, so hard. And he was struggling. And when he was struggling, they said it was the players. Then in the winter transfer, they gave him 200 million to spend. This guy failed to make the Champions League knockout stages. This was the first time in Pep Guardiola's career, given that he lost the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, and they gave him 200 million to spend, and he still couldn't make the Champions League group stage. Remember the playoffs, City played with Real Madrid. And Madrid knocked them out. So for the first time in Guardiola's career, he didn't make the knockout of the Champions League. He didn't frame group stage. Nobody talk about it like that. And it's not even in the period like he lost players and he was given 200 million to spend. If a Man United manager went through this and in January they give the Manchester United manager 200 million and he goes to buy players and he doesn't make the round of 16 of the Champions League, the hits that will come on him, no, Pep will never be attached to it. I am saying that he's a brilliant coach, one of the greatest to grace the game, but there are times where he gets it wrong. And we should stop blaming his players all the time. And look at him. Look, take a look at him.
Okay, we have a subtopic there, which is related to what Prosper is saying, and I just want to ask him: are you saying by this submission that Pep Guardiola is finished?
I'm not saying. I'm not going to say he's finished. That will put him in.
Is it that the squad is not good enough, or he as a manager has run out of ideas?
No, I mean,
I wouldn't say he's run out of ideas. I would say he's going through a patch in his career over the last 2 years that he's not really seen so much of at any other club. When you look at Bayern and the dominance they had in Germany, I mean, if he had a few injuries here and there, they will carry the day. Because it's Bayern at the time, not even now that the likes of Leverkusen and others have come in the conversation. It was Schalke 04 was close a little, but they were nowhere near. So it was Bayern Dortmund. So even if he's struggling a bit, in league, DFB Pokal and Obefa. And when at Bayern, let's not forget, at Bayern, he didn't win the Champions League. He didn't win the Champions League.
Semi-final.
But to me, Madrid won a 5 at this home ground. And Ronaldo is turning his hands like this. I remember it. Neymar, Suarez, Messi, and then they knock him out. So at Bayern in Europe, he was not successful.
But let's when you say he's not successful, he got to the semi-final 2 years in a row.
Does it mean you were successful in Europe?
Look,
what do we define as a coach by your standard Pep Guardiola of successful?
No. So his failure is 2 semi-final spots.
Yeah.
I get the point you are making, and it's a very good point. But by his standards, and that's what you guys always say, when he gets something right by Pep's standard, but he's Pep Guardiola, he has credit in the bank. He was not successful in Europe at Bayern. He didn't win the Champions League. Now at Barcelona, when they even asked him this question at Man City, he told them, he told the media. The media asked him in a pre-match presser, and Pep said that they asked him a question. Is it true that, or do you think that because you had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, is that the reason why you won at Barcelona and stuff, and you couldn't win at Bayern? And that was before Man City won the Champions League. If no one here said, he was like, yes, I had Messi.
That was his.
He said yes. He said yes because the team he had at Barcelona, even though he worked heavily on that team with his identity and his principles and his philosophy, that team was equally good. Yeah. You can't look at this Man City midfield and Tijani Reinders compared to Xavi and Iniesta. It's never the same.
Okay, Prosper, hold fire. You continue your point, Derek. Derek, wait. You look at the Bodo Glimt game. You look at other games that he's lost. He's bought reinforcements. Mark Gay has come in. Antoine Semenyo has come in. First off, the Bodo Glimt game, I think Prosper has shed enough light. But let me ask you, do you think that Pep is finished?
No, Pep isn't finished. Okay. So, but
is he finished at Manchester City?
At Manchester City, end of the season, he is done.
Yeah, I think so.
Does his contract run out at the end of the
next
season?
season. But he should leave next end of the season. I've been saying this from like almost beginning of the season.
To go back to Spain with his wife.
He should just
take 2 years of coaching.
He should take some break. See, you can look at the City. Tuesday, I was here with you. You look at the City team, and you clearly see that about 50% of the imprint on the team isn't his. They are not playing like how he wants them to play because he's just trying to find a way of getting results. And then you can use. You see, Pep has a way of getting his results over and over, and it works. You understand? That's why when he's winning, he can go 20 matches unbeaten. He will score. He will have 20 matches and you win all the 20 matches because he has built a system that works. You remember that the system that unlocked the treble when he found a way of bringing Johnny Stones into the midfield. Nobody understood it. It worked perfectly for him. The following season, he tried with Akanji. It never worked. This season, he has tried everything he can try, and it's not working. I understand that the players are not available. But once again, and not to even bring anything up, the last time, the only example I can always give is that that Tuesday I said this, and not to compare Grimsby to Bodo, you understand? I'm just saying that that's Manchester United match. Regardless of the players they played, Amorim should have won that match.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
Yes.
And against this Bodo Glimt team, I don't care about how.
Wait. You can't just.
But you said that yourself over.
I want to land so that Agogo will counter.
All I said is, if you didn't hear, I said that regardless of the players Amorim played against Grimsby, he should have won that match.
That's the point he's making. And you are coming.
So comes to the City game against Bodo Glimt. Now we are 13th on the league log. 13th, most likely.
Who's 13th?
City.
Yeah. Man City is 13th. Let me
from 3rd to 13th.
Yeah.
But we spoke about it.
We spoke about it
before the game. That if they lose, you are going to drop because the margins are
like
so small.
Flies, like a fly. You understand? So you have a game at Bodo Glimt. I understand the squad is depleted. That is like everybody understands that. But Nami, you can't have Haaland, Foden, Cherky, Reinders. Rodri,
but
I don't want to.
Let me play devil's advocate. You know that Pep produces when his midfield works. Everything he does comes off the energy from the midfield. You look at this midfield and you look at the defense, and he's supposed to play out from the back. You said the two teenagers, Alien and Kusanov, center backs.
So I'm coming.
How are you going to dominate and impose your game plan on Bodo Glimt?
Good.
You can't get out of first gear. They are pressing you at the back.
Good.
So Foden, Haaland, and Cherky are passengers.
They were barely getting the football. I understand you.
Now you want Haaland to come and take the ball from defense.
The question
you understand. It's fair. It's a fair question. As he said, he's playing the devil's advocate. No problem. Now this is what I'm saying. You start the match. I'm not even bringing Ake and O'Reilly, Ake and Doku is on the bench. I don't even go there. Let's keep them on the bench. No problem. Doku, for your reasons, he's on the bench. No problem. Ake is on the bench. No problem. Maybe he's tired from the United game. No problem. Why is Antnuri playing right back?
Yeah, why you playing Antnuri right?
Why is Antnuri on the right back? That is my first question. That is what I don't understand.
Was he on right back or left?
Right back.
Are you sure?
I knew he was right back.
That's what it said on paper.
No, it's not on paper. First half, he was right back. He was right back.
In the first half.
He was right back.
But did he change?
I watched the match here. He was right back.
No, we did it here.
Second half.
We did it together.
So second half, first half, he was on right back. Second half, and then he saw that he's making a mistake. Do you know what?
And that's what I'm asking you.
So relax. So second half is was when he brought Antnuri to the what's it called, to the left back and to left back, and then he brought Rico Lewis to right back. After conceding 2 goals already.
Nobody's talking about the red card.
No, the red card came after 2 goals.
3 goals even.
3-1. I'm not even going to the red card. My point is that he started Ryan Antnuri at the right back position. Right back. Rico Lewis midfield. Nico O'Reilly left back. Look, just a week ago, You play Nico O'Reilly against one of the toughest and most hardest midfielders in the Premier League. Joelinton was there. You played him in the midfield. He stood against these people. Regardless of whether he played excellently or not, he was with them. At least he played against these people in the midfield. He has control over football. He can pass the ball. He can be your controller. Rodri is not fit. He can be that controller for you alongside Rodri.
Really?
O'Reilly.
Right.
Antinuri can play left back. That's where he's comfortable. I've never seen Antinuri playing right back before. Rico Lewis, although he's a midfielder, but has played right back almost 90% of his time at Manchester City. So why? These are the players on the field. So why would you get to the pack?
To answer the question of why, you know the thing about him where he's always trying to tweak things, always trying to be so smart, where he's seen that Rico at right back against United looked very, very vulnerable,
terrible,
and so he's trying to fine tune. Oh, okay,
let me start Marcellus back and see.
Let me fine tune. Fire, genius Pep Guardiola. I'm cooking.
You need to use the word wasa. We use it for the likes of Nagelsmann.
Too much.
Even at Germany, we use it.
On Flick,
yes, Germany, we use it.
And
so I will use it.
What Agogo is saying, you see, sometimes when you say it, and they are like, Pep, he has done everything for City and all. Nobody's disputing that fact. He has been good. So Tuesday, I told you here that Nami, end of the season.
Yes.
Like I said it, I've said it on the groups I'm in. Every sport I'm in, and I'm like, someone's like, don't use emotions to say that because you are losing, Pep should go. It's not about Pep leaving because you are losing. End of the season. Me personally, I felt that after the UCL in his last season, they shouldn't have renewed that, given that 2 years. That was what
Pep is Pep.
It's not about Pep is Pep. I know that he can go ahead to win.
He can turn everything around. But right now,
I said you on Tuesday.
I'm not saying this is.
I said you on Tuesday that now he has brought in Maguire, right? Gay is in. Semenyo is in. We registered them. They play the Champions League. Just maybe they can make it and do something. He can tweak the formation, get something out of the players. They get to the semi-finals, get to quarter-finals. Who knows? EFL, maybe he wins the EFL, can go all the way in the FA Cup, and maybe second in the Premier League. Not a great season per Pep standard, but an okay season comparing to last season.
Yeah.
But I am saying that whether we like it or not, he will leave.
Yes.
He will leave. Next year,
last
he will
season,
leave.
where did you finish in the league? I think you finished fourth or fifth. Fourth.
We found a way to finish fourth.
They didn't finish third.
Oh, third.
Fourth
In the league?
Yeah, league.
Premier League.
Yeah, last season.
Okay, but I know they were in the top 5. They made the Champions League.
Chelsea
fifth or fourth. Yeah.
No.
Chelsea got fourth.
Chelsea got fourth.
Sure?
So third. Now when I was a moody, hey, Monk.
Nah, you're crying 50. Respect yourself, young man. Third.
Oh, right.
Yeah, true. Yeah. We had that long. That round of games.
Now, here's a point. Here's a point you're gonna make. Let's take a look at that. I know we're talking about the Champions League, but let's look at this. Between January 1st, I'm looking at it here, to January 7th, in the span of 6-7 days.
Oh, really, man?
He played against Sunderland. We did a game here. You were here.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, Carl was
Stadium of Light. Carl was there. Remember? We were here. The listeners remember.
0-0.
He played against Sunderland and he couldn't win. Then he went to play against Chelsea. In that game where
Chelsea sacked.
Chelsea had sacked Maresca.
They
City wasted so many chances.
The ginger coach, ginger man,
man. The interim.
Shaq Norris.
Yeah, Shaq Norris.
So they never come radio. You don't like Chelsea at all. Anyway,
he's not the assistant coach. I really want to know what he's telling Rexona.
What the hell is telling you? What is telling you?
Rexona.
Please. His name is Liam Rosenaire, not Rexona. Now let's go on. So, Pep played against Sunderland. He couldn't win. He drew. He played against Chelsea. Last minute, Enzo Daga. They blew the points. Then they played against Brighton in a game where they should have won. They blew it again. Then they played 2 cup games. They played against 2 cup games against Everton, against Newcastle. Then they came to play Man United. He lost, and then he came to play who? Bodo Glimt. He's also lost. So in his last 5 games out of the cup matches, Premier League and Champions League, he's not won a game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Nami.
Okay.
Nami, I'm driving to
Now, let me.
He's not won a game.
Last 6 matches, yes.
What's this?
If I allow you guys, we'll stay on this Man City game.
Oh no!
There are lots of
I'm
other
driving
games.
to the final.
Okay. Prosper land.
So here's my point. Here's what I think about Pep. I don't think he's finished. I think he's gotten to in a point where if he won this Premier League title, when I was predicting the teams to win the Premier League title, I said Pep has never gone two years in a row in his career where he's not won a league title. So I put him number 1 on the sporty graphic on social media. And they cooked me. That my graphic had me wearing a coat. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. And I put Man City number 1. But if Man City win this league, then Arsenal, I don't know, because they don't deserve to win it. It's not even about the result. It's even about the way they play.
It's true.
It's not convincing enough. Every single time the opposition gets the ball in the Man City half, and I think the Man City midfield, in the absence of Nico, they cannot move forward with Rodri.
Yeah.
Nami, the ACL that has happened to Rodri's leg now. I don't see Rodri coming back to come and be the best player in the world. No, if you see the Bodo Glimt second and third goal,
he's not playing.
For Rodri,
he's not going to play to 1/5 or 1/10 of his. His legs
the guy's legs are. Rodri can only be at Man City from now on and be a top backup to somebody. And he's entering the 30s too.
Yeah.
So Rodri, Man City needs to think about the number 6 position again. Okay. If they don't think Nico is the way forward. But out and out, all to say, I don't think Pep is finished, but I think he's going through a patch in his career where it's getting overwhelming to him, and it's happening for 2 years in a row. Yeah. If at the end of this season, City don't win a title, be the first time in his career he's gone 2 seasons in a row trophyless, and I would say he needs to leave Man City if it happens.
I have a preamble for you guys, because I'm looking at all the points you are throwing around. Yeah. I'm looking at all the points you are throwing around. Now, I look at the team that won the treble. I look at all of Pep's teams from Barcelona to Bayern to Man City. Even the team he assembled at Man City. I looked at the initial team he assembled, reassembled until he was able to win the Champions League. Can we all agree that Pep requires players with a certain skill set to be able to play his kind of football?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
I think we can agree on that.
We can agree on that. No, I want him to learn, because I have something to buttress what is in his mind. So let him learn.
We can agree on that. And he had the financial muscle
to also do that.
Yeah.
He had the pool. Everybody wanted to play for him.
Yeah.
But now, do you guys agree with me when I say that the market is a bit even now?
Yeah, the market is
Liverpool attracts. Arsenal attracts. Even Chelsea.
Yeah.
With all their world class, they are still an attractive team.
Bayern,
look at what Bayern is doing.
On a normal day, Bayern will be Bayern.
Before, when the Guardiola wave was there and there was the new hangover that he was the guy, everybody, I want to play for Pep. Now he's finding it difficult to assemble the skill sets he needs. And that is why he has altered the way he plays.
Yeah. I disagree.
Hold on.
I disagree.
I look at the 2022 Champions League winning team that won the treble. I look at the technical abilities and the way they played. He's not going to find another De Bruyne, for example.
Oh yeah,
he will have to make do with a different kind of number 10. Yeah. He will have to make do. You are talking about Rodri. That kind of Busquets, Rodri players are almost extinct now. He has to find a way to play outside his philosophy. He has Kolo Toure on his coaching staff. And before, I look at how Kolo Toure played football. He is not Pep's kind of guy. Hold on. Let me land. When you were talking, I allowed you.
Okay, you did land.
I allowed you.
You did land.
So, I am saying that because Pep doesn't have that dominance in the market, and because he's trying to Semenyo self, if you ask me, I'll say that before, he's not Pep's kind of player. He's too direct.
True.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on.
Okay, you continue.
I am saying that Semenyo is not even Pep's kind of guy.
Yeah.
The technical players, I'll go because of you, I'm going over. I look at the 2022 team that won the treble, and the way Pep likes to play, I look at his Bayern Munich team, I look at his Barcelona team. He needs extremely technically gifted players.
I said that
Now, hold on. Now he doesn't have, so he's trying to adapt. No, so Prosper is saying that he's going through a patch. This patch may last longer
forever
than you are thinking. Yes. Rough patch. You are counting 1-2 seasons. Pep is now coming to. He's now coming to face the test.
Yes.
He's now about to.
Yes.
People say you look at Alex Ferguson's record and Pep. If he was there, he'll win another 5 years.
They are lucky that my head is out. They talk anyhow.
See, I am telling you that rough patch you are saying, it will extend. And even, I don't know wherever Pep will go next.
Yeah.
But the ability to gather that kind of squad, when the powers are evenly distributed, we'll now have to see his coaching abilities.
So that is the point I was going to drive to. I'm going to hold on.
No, so why did you allow me to land?
No, so I mean, you the fight sugar. You the fanfuling joy. You learn and no.
You guys,
but yeah, see, no, but
no, I'll go. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
Be very careful. So now, me see. Here's the thing. It's not the fact that he's finished and how you've established it. But when I say I disagree in the fact that so many of the coaches are around. When Carlo Ancelotti was at Real Madrid and was winning, he was not getting profiles, or maybe he had Kroos and Modric still available. And in his last season, where he went trophyless in the calendar year, he had Modric available. True. He had a Bellingham, he had a Mbappe. So he still had some decent players. But I don't think that anybody can compare the Real Madrid 2024-2025 squad to his AC Milan squad.
Nobody can that's a completely different.
Nobody can come close. Nobody in that. Maybe Modric will come close to Pelu. Apart from that, nobody comes close. So I think that there are managers who have found themselves in similar situations where it's difficult. But I'm not going to say that because I'm not finding the kind of player I want. The question I'll ask in this to rebut this is that the Czechie, the Semenyo, who you said is not even, yes, I understand when you say a Pep type of player. The Czechie, the Semenyo, the Kusanov, the Ak, all of those players we are mentioning today that we say do not suit his system.
Even Donnarumma.
Even all the players we are mentioning who say we do not does not fit his system.
You are right. So you see, Nami,
you are buttressing what I'm saying.
Exactly. So the point is that what I'm trying to say in that angle is that when Pep says that he does not, when we say he does not have the kind of quality players he might want to play that kind of football, that makes sense. But it's an excuse because how many managers in the world too, if you say they are not quality players around, it affects Pep and it affects every coach around too.
Yeah. So Nami.
But
there's more quality available. Liverpool they take some. Barcelona will take some. Real Madrid will take some.
You see,
look, Trent.
We know they get some more. We know if he buy
money. You know the money.
Yeah. No, look at the players Hansi Flick play with.
Hansi Flick is on a different level.
Yeah.
Forget it. For Hansi Flick, look, he's on a different level. He will work with what he has,
Charlie,
and he will get you the results. You see, Luis Enrique, senior man.
Yes.
You understand?
He buy players they want.
No, but the players he bought, they're not high profile.
No, I agree with that.
Look, Vitinha, the Vitinha I knew before Luis Enrique bought him.
Oh yeah, that one they did.
You see, technically he's able to fine tune them, to bring more in their technical abilities. Pep can't find the people to suit the system because on a normal day, look at Pep from 3 years back. You will never imagine you buy Donnarumma.
He won't even sign Semenyo. I said it then.
So he wants to win. He's buying.
Oh, now he's come to realize that Charlie and then his style of playing.
So that style of play that you are seeing, if you want to see it again, the one you saw in 2022, the one you saw at Barcelona, the one you saw at Bayern, is going to be extinct for a while.
Oh, it will take a lot of time.
If Pep wants to win.
Oh yes, if he wants to.
And so Nami, let me chip in Ferguson.
Has been away.
What is happening to Pep now? Ferguson's time. The same thing happened.
After
talent in the alcohol.
Yes,
he was winning with the likes of Ashley Young, Obertan, O'Shea, Chikarito. You also have Semenyo, Doku, Haaland, Rodri. Was there Gonzalo, Nico? Win with the same players.
That team is never winning a Champions League.
So you guys should respect Ferguson. And Nami, the excuses for Pep, they plenty too much. Excuses for Pep, they plenty. The same lineup played against Brighton, one of the stubborn EPL teams. They considered just one goal. The same defensive shape played against Newcastle at away, they conceded 0. So the whole thing is, if a team schooled Pep, let's say Carrick, dominated from minute 1, you should praise the team. Pep is Pep. When it is Mourinho, we will be like, oh, Mourinho there, the time I pass, and Pep there, you'll be like, oh, injuries. No, if you really want to win, injuries are part of football. So are you trying to tell me that without informed Rodri, without Diaz Stones, you can't win? Now, meaning, Charlie, your time is past. I'll use the word finish for him. If you can't win with some of your important players, then, Charlie, you should move on. Everyday excuses. I really respect Barcelona coach. When they appointed Hansi, he was having the same old same players, the same academy players. From nowhere, we saw Kubasi, Baldi, Kunde. They won the league against Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti,
who had won the Champions
League. So we should respect some coaches and
added on Mbappe.
The excuses for Pep there, he's good. Fine, he's good. But see, he's facing challenges now that he need to address, or he should just move on, go for leave 2 years, then he will come back. Because you can't be like you have all the likes of Semenyo, Haaland, the best striker.
And I want to take you back in time. Give me 20 seconds, Derek. I'm sorry, but please give me 20 seconds. Because when Agogo was speaking the whole time, I've been looking for something, and I found one of them. So a lot of things, one of them. Now, Sir Alex Ferguson faced a title-winning Wolfsburg in Germany with this side. He had one defender on the pitch, 8 midfielders, and one striker. And the striker couldn't sprint. Now, let me take you, and you won that game 3-1. On the big night. Now, let me take you into that Z. Kuzak was my United's goalkeeper.
I watched it.
At right back, he played Jinson Park. At centre back, he played Fletcher. Paired with Carrick. The two midfielders who are playing for a fight. Then he played Evra at left back. Then he played Gibson and Scholes, double pivot. Then he played Nani, he played Anderson, he played Owen, and he played Warbeck. And he was winning games. Hey, you need to find Hansi Flick can have 1,000 of players, and you play Araujo as a number 9, and you win the game. Because at the end of the day, we care about you winning the game. The excuses for big man, I love him all. I'm not criticizing him like I don't. I'm a big Pep fan, but the truth is, so that when you look at that, that Champions League final in 2021, Chelsea had beaten them prior so many times. You don't play Sterling from the knockout stages all the way to the final, and in the final you start Sterling.
And decided not to start
you bench Rodri
and started Gundogan, who is not a natural DM.
Who the Gundogan who had been playing as a false 9 sometimes. You bought as a number 10. You came to play him as a pivot, trying to do what to Thomas Tuchel. And you saw what Thomas Tuchel did.
Do you know the funny thing? Do you know how they
sometimes he overthink too much?
That same match, you know what happened? Ideally, if Rodri was in, he wouldn't have moved forward.
Yeah.
So what happened was Gundogan moved forward. Diaz had to come forward.
Yeah, that's
to fill in.
And it was Mount there. For Mount to put the ball for Kai Havertz.
Yeah. Understand? So Mount was just on the line with Stones, who was trying to set him offside.
Yeah.
So just that one move. And second half, you are now come to do it.
Yeah.
You see, when we were talking, I want listeners to get this right. The reason why I'm calling for Pep to resign end of the season, he should go and rest. Truth of the matter is that whether he comes to do a back and come and win the league, oh no, they wouldn't sack Pep.
Yeah, they will use parted ways, the same mutual agreement.
That's a nice way of sacking someone.
The truth of the matter is that unfortunately for City, you can't sack Pep
because he has too much.
Unless he wants to. That's why I'm always saying he has to resign. There is no way City can sack Pep. Absolutely no way. That would be like the biggest shocker I've seen in literally in my entire life in football. You understand? Because I don't think how a coach like Pep, you City, you are coming to sack
like
Pep.
how man you couldn't sack Alex Ferguson.
You can't. You understand? It's true. You can't unless he wants to move.
Make a submission and then we'll go to the phone lines after that. Yeah.
Pep lover.
Well, I be gay or something.
But they love Pep.
Pep enthusiast. Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's been a while I even spoke about Pep, but we have to clarify certain things, you know. Am I on?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you see, Pep Guardiola has set some ridiculous standards here. So I mean, obviously, when you set certain standards, you'll be judged by those standards.
Yeah.
So that is what is happening to him right now. A lot of success. That is his biggest problem right now. Because see, Manchester City, like you said, they are what, second in the Premier League, right? They are one leg away from being in the Carabao
final.
They are still in the Champions
FA
League.
Cup.
Worst case scenario, they play in the playoffs. And they are second in the Premier League. What's the point? Why is the point gap?
7
points with Arsenal.
Yeah.
7 points. 7 points.
50.
And that's because you are 5. That's because Arsenal drew Nottingham. Kabadistan 9 points.
50-40.
7 points at Monday 22. You don't be anything.
You know be saying Monday 20. You know go free win the league.
No, I'm not saying you. I've already said it in June. What did I say? It will be impossible for Pep to win the league, and it's only in the Premier League that Pep doesn't start the league very well and come back to win. In all his seasons at Bayern and Barca, he always starts exceptionally well. Then he goes on to win it. It's only in the Premier League that 2020, 2021 he didn't start well, came back to win it. 2018, 19 he didn't start well, came back to win it. So I mean, it's just the ridiculous standards. So what the reason why one of the reasons why I wanted Pep to leave Manchester City after 2023, 2024 is what is happening right now.
You understand?
The rebuilding phase, phasing of Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, Aguero. See, one of the brilliant deals Tiki and then Ferguson did was to bring in Rodri in the 2018-2019 season to understudy Fernandinho.
Yeah.
But since then, see, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Leroy Sané, mention the players that came to understudy them. So I mean, one of the biggest problems, the rebuilding phase, they didn't do it well.
Yeah.
So at a point, because tell me, how is it possible that in 1 year Pep Guardiola signed like 11 new players that can play left back, right back? That means when a team does this, you just know the transfer policy is not going well. Because if there was proper plan for succession, after every season you would have signed at least 1-2. Remember the season they signed Bernardo Silva, Benjamin Mendy and co from Monaco. There was a clear succession plan. But you see, when Kyle Walker left, when Cancelo left, when there was no clear succession. So I mean, it's on Pep Guardiola and his sporting directors, that one for sure. But my biggest problem right now is, you see, the kind of the argument going around that the players are not his kind of players. I don't think it holds water. You see, it's either you leave or you adapt to what you currently have. You get my point? Because in 2020-2021, Pep Guardiola won the league. Do you know the injuries he had last season? It was Gundogan who carried Manchester City as a false nine. Look at the high. That's one of the least points Pep Guardiola has had and won the league in his career. So I mean, this season, imagine, you see, when things turn around and he wins the league, the narrative will change. Football is always about narrative. No, I know he will win.
I understand.
I'm just saying, if he turns around and wins the league,
even if he turns around to win the league, nobody should change 10 and say that he has done something.
Oh no! If he wins the league, people will sing praises because
that's the thing. Obviously, that fan fooling.
Oh no!
What's
before I go, I mean the players. He can find a way and win. Pep Guardiola has always found a way. The year he won the treble, that was the first time he was playing that system 3-4 whatever 4-3 or 4-1 system. He tweaked the system in January, and he went on a crazy run, won the Champions League and then the FA Cup. So I mean, you can always say, but me. After the 2023-2024 season, where I felt they should have defended the Champions League. That season, Madrid came to Bernabeu and went to penalties. 1-1 went to penalties and kicked out Real Madrid. That was when I felt he should have left, because at that time it was clear KDB was off his.
I agree. That was when he signed
and his creativity. Yeah, KDB was because, and you see. When you are in a team and you have players like KDB, I agree. It's not only about Pep Guardiola. The football standards has dropped, obviously, because at first when he had KDB, David Silva, Fernandinho in midfield, Charlie, this kind of midfield, Charlie, they could circulate the ball for 20-30 minutes. Opponents could chase balls, but it's not the same right now. When you have Nico Riley and whoever in midfield, they cannot circulate the ball. So when you are pressed high up the pitch, obviously there will be mistakes. Obviously, there's going to be mistakes.
Are you blaming the players?
But I'm saying the standards have dropped. So if he's going to maintain the same style, it's not possible. Because you don't have KDB, you don't have Bernardo Silva, and then Fernandinho.
And
Rodri at age 27, when you get ACL, Charlie, for me, Rodri next season should be in Saudi or somewhere, because the level I'm not sure he can match the level. Because it's always his knee. Charlie, the knee is gone.
You know the fit, Charlie.
The knee is gone.
Unless he
When you
goes
watch
to
against, see,
India
against Manchester United, if it was Pick Rodri, he alone can handle the midfield. But you Casemiro, who Kobe, Charlie Kobe,
soft
Charlie. Rodri alone will handle the midfield, but it's not the same. So either Pep Guardiola will adapt, or he just resign so that City will get a new direction, new ideas, and everything. And I feel the reason why he's not leaving is because of the salary. You see, because after 4 years of success, Pep Guardiola left Barcelona. When he was asked, I said, Charlie, he wants the club to go into a new direction. Obviously, it was political reason because Laporta and Oko were interfering with some of his. Pep Guardiola wanted Piqué and Co out and all that, and they didn't agree to that. So obviously, he had to leave. But at Manchester City, Charlie, coach at the touchline, Charlie, he has 1.5 which is nearly watch on his wrist. He's earning as a coach, he's earning like 20 million euros a year.
So no other team can pay that can match that salary.
Unless you
salary cap.
Saudi or
and Pep will never go to Saudi.
You won't go to Saudi at this point.
Who told you?
Oh, right now
you won't go.
So
like next 5-10 years you go.
The reason why I feel like he's not leaving Manchester City is because of the salary. Because
that's another angle.
Charlie, he has done whatever he can do for Manchester City. And right now, you see, if he's going to stay there for another year or two, it's just going to tarnish some of the records he has. See, because in the Premier League right now, some of the most wonderful records in the Premier League, it be Pep with the owner.
Win percentages.
And Charlie clearly goes scored, number of consecutive wins, Charlie plenty of them. So I mean, Pep Guardiola matter them. You see, the reason why like you are saying, mainstream cannot criticize him. Before he came, they criticized him, and he shut them up. So right now, if you are going to criticize him, you are a bit careful because he can come back and hand you again. So Gary Neville, whoever, right now they are very cautious.
Yeah.
Because what if he turns things around and come back again? What would they say right now? It's just like yesterday I was watching Arne Slot after the Liverpool game. I think Carragher asked him that why is he not playing? His style is a bit boring or something like that. And he said he was watching Barcelona against Real Madrid, the Spanish Supercopa. First 30 minutes, the presenters were saying the game, the commentators were saying the game is boring. After first half, the game was 2-2. Said this is the best Clasico game they've watched. So in less than 10 minutes, the presenter he changed him up like 3 times. So these are some of the things why they cannot really criticize him because Pep Guardiola is ridiculously successful. So when you are criticizing, you have to be a bit careful because if he turns things around, he's going to. But for me, if it's up to me at the end of the season, Charlie, just say I'm done with Manchester City. Someone else should take over. Let the new ideas.
Solid point of
because it's hard. Charlie, can you say somewhere and say Pep Guardiola was sound? You go hard for it because.
I go say Pep Guardiola.
In the next match, you can't change your mouth.
Say he finished.
So next, I'm coming from now to the end of the season. Charlie, do some Takashi win the
league. Do something Takashi won't happen.
That's what I'm saying. We know it won't happen.
Yeah.
But right now, you do not trust Arsenal like that.
If Pep don't make steady, season go end, he will chop 6.
One of the reasons I say, Charlie, Pep Guardiola since 2008 when he came to the Barcelona first team, in 17 years, he win League 12. That be ridiculous,
But
the consistent.
But if he coaches another 10 years, you think you maintain that same ratio?
No.
Exactly.
That's where it becomes more and more difficult.
Oh yeah, true. That's what I'm saying. The beginning there, Charlie, he had a Barca, a Bayern, obviously. In 8 years, you win like 6 league titles. Normal, but right now, where he's getting to, like you were saying, teams are also getting money.
Yeah.
When he gets to that, Charlie, it will be very difficult. So I mean, Pep Guardiola, I know season, Charlie, make it just go. Easily, make it just left.
Right.